Okay. First episode of Jayo Stole Sports in 2025. You
Yes.
see, my guy Jay Lynch is here.
Yes, live,
He,
live, live on location from Jamaica. You see the stunner shades on.
Mhm.
It's too sunny out here. I'm sweating and shit, so excuse the background and everything. But I'm here, I'm gonna make it work. In the new year, it's where we gotta do.
Real yard man things.
Yeah.
All right, NFL, you already know, going into the last week of the regular season, there's been a lot of talk of who is going to get the MVP. Let's get after it right away. Which one of these three quarterbacks do you think is getting MVP, Jay Lynch?
Oh my God. Honestly, it's tough. Like
It's
it's really
tough.
coming down to the last week, really and
Mm-hmm.
truly. Well, I think they wanted to give it to Josh. It's like the same thing with the Embiid, you know what I mean? Like Joker got it or Lamar got it twice. Now they want to give someone like Josh Allen, a guy that's kind of like a face of the league, the
Mm-hmm.
opportunity to be MVP. So I really think they're to give Josh Allen the benefit of the doubt and hand him his first MVP of the NFL.
Yeah, that's facts. I actually think he has a case though, like a strong case.
Yeah.
Like you could say Lamar deserves it, but you could say Josh deserves it also because
Yeah.
I think wins matter, and I think
Mhm.
doing something record breaking matters. Man,
Yeah.
like Josh Allen has the wins over Lamar, 13-3. Lamar's only 11-5.
Yeah.
And Josh and the Bills, first guy to have 40 plus touchdowns in 5 straight seasons.
Hmm.
I'm saying so this guy, he knows what to do, especially when they face tough opponents. You've
Yeah.
seen they beat the Lions in a shootout. They
Hmm.
beat the Kansas City Chiefs, first team to ever beat two
The
14 plus
Ravens.
win teams in a season. You know what I'm saying? And Bills Mafia is a real thing. They're 8-0 at home. So Josh Allen, he has a strong case, and I think he's gonna get it. I think he's gonna get it. I think LJ kind of slipped up with losing to the Browns and losing to the
Yeah.
Raiders
Yeah.
because you can't change that. Those are bad losses. Those are on the record. Those are on the resume. Obviously, there's another guy in Cincy who has a case also, but if you're not in the playoffs, if you're a wild card team.
But we can't say that yet now. What if there's a slim chance? It's
Ha-
slim as anything could be. But if he gets into the playoffs with his numbers, he is the most valuable player, like to his team. You know what I mean? So it is tough. And you like honestly, truly, you can look at Sam Darnold, you can look at Jared Goff. These are all quarterbacks that are having amazing seasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, really and truly, when you have a guy that's throwing for 3 touchdowns, running for 3 touchdowns, he's doing things like that. Like I think he deserves to get his MVP award. Joe Burrow will have his time, and
Yeah,
Lamar already had his
he
time,
already
right?
had
So,
his.
yeah,
Yeah, no, Josh Allen he's a freak of nature. Like we
yeah,
all know it. Like this guy sprinting out of bounds,
yeah,
still chucking the ball across the field. He's been hurdling guys. We've seen that for how many seasons in a row now. But yeah,
100%.
nah, it's his time. But you said there's a slim chance of Cincy getting in. Is the Broncos really gonna lose to the Chiefs? They're gonna rest their guys, no?
Yeah, who
If
knows?
you're Andy Reid, what are you doing? Resting or
Yeah.
playing your starters?
He's 100% resting his guys. This Chiefs football, we know what it's all about. Super
Mm.
Bowls, right?
Hmm.
Dynasty football. So that's
Hmm.
all that matters at the end of the day. But who knows? Carson Wentz, back in the days, he had a time where he could make some plays. So
Mm.
I don't think it'll be easy as Denver would want it to be. They're gonna have
Mm.
to fight through to win this game. But really and truly, Denver is not a bad team. They should get the win.
Yeah, nah, they should. And if they don't, that is going to be a
Yeah,
catastrophic
collapse. Yeah,
L. That
yeah,
would be horrible. Because
I
they could
agree.
have took care of business last week against Cincy.
Yeah.
And they did, and then they have another chance. So we'll see what they do. Speaking about the Broncos, they have a guy, Bo Nix.
Hmm.
And I won't lie. For a little bit there, seemed like he was leading that rookie of the year, but a man
Told you,
like
man.
Jaden is him.
Close up shop. Close up shop against who?
Against some
Close up
Falcons.
shop against who?
Against some Falcons.
Oh, I needed that win. Jaden
I
Daniels, my dog. I
can't
needed
believe
that win, man. I love that boy.
I
Out in
can't.
Washington making plays, man. Give him the ball. Game's over. Come on.
Yeah,
Falcons, Falcons still got a chance.
yeah,
Slim chance like the Bengals.
yeah.
I don't see Tampa's not losing to no Saints.
Them Saints? Who they? Who that? Nah,
Oh
but
man.
I think Jaden is gonna win this Rookie of the Year, and it looks like that your your check is gonna cash out, man.
Cash out, cash me
This,
out, man.
yeah,
Cash me out, man. That's what I
this
like to
guy
see.
said it to
Shit,
y'all, man, from the
I should have
start of the
live
season.
bet. I should have live bet Falcons not to make the playoffs too.
Mhm.
I would have been up when they were leading the division. But hey, man, it is what it is. I got my record for this podcast and I held it down. That's it.
It went down to the last week.
Last
That's
week,
why they
man.
say never cash out, right?
Yeah.
Um, nah, but he has five NFL record 5 games, Jaden Daniels, that is. Record NFL record 5 games of throwing a touchdown pass with less than 30 seconds in these
Yeah.
games. That's crazy. Like a guy like that, you see what he's done, and you have to respect that he's made the Pro Bowl, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Clinched the playoffs, and he just has that clutch factor. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Him and Terry McLaurin almost looking like probably not the best, but like they're up there when it comes to quarterback wide receiver duo. So that's the kid Jaden, man, and these LSU QBs, just these LSU players looking
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hot
Honestly.
dogs.
Yeah, all of them. And really, truly, do you think Jaden Daniels is having a better rookie season than CJ Stroud in his rookie season?
Yes, and you know why? This is a main reason why. Look at the AFC South compared to the NFC East.
Mm.
So I think that's a big reason.
Yeah.
And also he's just doing it down to the wire. You know what I'm saying? He is in ball game when he's out of ball games, he is still in ball games.
Yeah.
So he's just a guy you can't count out. You can't
Yeah.
count out a guy like that. So yeah, man, I think Jaden Daniels is a stud, and he's definitely, to me,
Yeah.
has had a
They're a
better
team to watch out for
season.
in playoffs for sure. We look at CJ Stroud, what he did last year with that big upset. I
Yeah,
think Jaden Daniels is definitely in that
capable.
driver's seat to upset one of these teams in round one.
I could see that. I could see that. Let's get into just briefly talk about your team, the Saints,
Mhm.
and who, like, is there any coach you feel like would be a good fit for y'all? Because you see Vrabel there, he's interviewing for the Jets job. You see a guy like Marcus Freeman catching some buzz. The Notre Dame
Mhm.
coach, Byron Leftwich, said he wants to return to coaching. Any
Mhm.
any uh any names out there that interest you?
Yeah. Looking at Mickey Loomis and how he's very in-house with his hiring,
Mm,
I think he's going to go with someone that's familiar with the building, someone that was a former player
mm.
of the Saints, and Aaron Glenn down there in Detroit, the defensive coordinator. Um, I think we always like to have a defensive mindset nowadays. I
Yeah.
don't know. After having Sean Payton for all those years, we always had the best offense, but we could never get our defense right until we had that one year with Greg Roman when he was killing us off. But but
Greg
really and
Williams,
truly,
bro.
but yeah, I think we're gonna go the route of Aaron Glenn.
Mhm.
That's what I see. It just sounds right. That's
Yeah.
again, if Aaron Glenn wants to leave
Yeah.
that Detroit situation. But I could see us going Aaron Glenn. But I wouldn't be mad with a guy like Mike Vrabel. He's a successful guy. He knows how to lead a group of guys to success. So I wouldn't be mad with that either. Go on the college route with a guy like Freeman in Notre Dame. I think that's will just be a leap for him. He doesn't have the talent with the New Orleans Saints. So I think a guy like Aaron Glenn, who's familiar with the organization, familiar with the players, I think that's the best route to take.
Yeah, man. Another thing about Mike Vrabel, he's not going to be scared to cuss anyone's Ross clot.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? He'll get up in man's face.
exactly. And we need that. We need
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Nah, I agree. Um, so with the NFC and the AFC, you see the difference in the quarterbacks.
Mm,
AFC, you could arguably say the AFC has the top 5 quarterbacks in this league.
Yeah.
The NFC, Baker had a good year, yes.
Jalen.
Goff probably deserves to be in that top five, but
Yeah.
out of
Hard.
NFC quarterbacks, who would you say is like the top dog, the best NFC quarterback right now? Because the AFC is loaded with quarterbacks.
hmm Um, I guess I have to give it to, I guess, Jalen Hurts, right? Like, as much as he got hurt tail end of the season, like he
Jalen
put up
Hurts.
10 rushing touchdowns. Like he still did decent. I'm not sure how much yards he passed for, but and again, he had a lot of help, right? You have a running back that's running for 2,000 yards. You have AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. You have a lot of help, right? So it doesn't look as glamorous, but you still gotta include him in that conversation because he is an impact player. And then again, Sam Darnold, like I don't want to put him in the top five, but he's having a top five quarterback season. 40 passing touchdowns. Jordan Addison and Jettas are going crazy, like they're almost unguardable,
Hmm.
um, making them look like the best duo in the league. So I'd almost give the edge to Sam Darnold over Jared Goff.
Oh, you get Sam Darnold. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's
from this,
interesting, right?
yeah, yeah.
Because they have the same record,
Mhm.
but just because the Detroit Lions have been that hype team for the
For the past
past
2 years, yeah.
past 2 years, right?
hmm
Jared Goff is the only guy you think about. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Um, yeah, no, like you have to give Sam Darnold his credit, man. Came into a good situation, good receivers, good coach, offensive coach, nice little running game with Ham and Aaron Jones.
hmm
I'm a come clean, fam. I haven't even heard like TJ Hawkinson doing too much this
I
year.
know.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because he's
yeah,
just finding his receivers.
yeah.
So like that's another thing. Like TJ Hawkinson hasn't even like had a crazy year. So
hmm
who knows? Watch out for them and watch out for him in the playoffs. All right, man. We'll talk about briefly the
You know,
number one
we're
pick.
not gonna skip over me talking about my team
Mm.
and how we're down in the dumps and we need a coach and stuff.
Yeah.
We need to talk about the team that has the number one pick going into the 2025 draft.
Hmm.
Busy behind you,
Yeah.
getting someone that can turn that franchise around to
Yeah.
be a team that was like the team behind you with 12, Brady on the team.
Yeah.
Can the Patriots get it done or
We
make the
have
right
to.
decision with
We
the number one
have
pick?
to.
That's a lot of pressure.
Have to
What
get it
role
right.
do you want with that pick?
Have to get it right. Have to stay in the same position. There is no winning this weekend for us. No winning. Winning shouldn't even be thought of this
Yeah.
weekend.
Don't be like
In the
the
number
Giants,
one
man.
spot, gonna stay in the number one spot for the draft. And I'm hearing a lot of people saying, oh, trade the pick, oh, trade Drake May. But nah, I'm not in the business of giving up on these quarterbacks so soon. Drake May, am I like enamored with his play? No. But I'm down to give the guy a full season. Remember, he wasn't a starter. He didn't start the season. It was Jacoby who started the season. So let him go through training camp as number one. Let him start the season as the starter. I'm down to give him another chance. But I don't believe in trading the pick when there is a stud, a Heisman Trophy winner, a guy that plays both sides of the ball like Travis Hunter. You don't see that every day. You don't see that every day. So sometimes you don't even see that every 10 years. Generational talent, and there's many ways you can go about this. You could keep him as a corner and only have him as corner, and we'll have two
Yeah.
shut down
Him
corners.
and Gonzalez would be a problem.
Gonzalez and him, two shut down corners.
hmm
Or you can put him in the wide receiver spot, and that is something we haven't seen for how long?
hmm
A top wide receiver since Randy Moss? We haven't had a top wide receiver in so long. It's always been Gronk. It's been guys like Aaron Hernandez. It's been, you know what I'm saying?
hmm
So this is the perfect problem to have. You know what I'm saying? See where he's most comfortable, but get input from him.
Yeah.
I think he should be corner, but he has to play snaps as a wide receiver. He has to. It's not gonna be half and half. It's going to be like 80% corner, 20%
Mhm.
wide receiver, or
Mhm.
90% corner, 10% wide receiver. But there
Yeah.
can't be one game ever where he's not getting snaps as a wide receiver.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There
So
has to be a package
there has to
for
be.
him. If it's even one offensive drive, Travis is in the game.
He
Yeah.
has to be in there. Has to. So
Okay,
I
so
we
Travis
have
Hunter is your pick, eh? Travis Hunter, eh? Okay. See,
he has to, but the dude
we
has
will
to realize, he
see.
has to realize, he has to realize there's a number he can't wear. Like as great as a player as he is, he has to realize, and I'm sure he does. I'm sure you
Mhm.
know. You can't wear that number 12. Can't wear Hey, respect the game, man. Can't
Yeah,
wear that number
facts.
12.
Facts.
Let's get after defensive player of the year. We talked about MVP, um we talked about rookie of the year.
Mhm.
Who do we feel like is the defensive player of the year in the NFL?
Um,
A lot of names out there. Patrick Surtain, Miles Garrett.
yeah, Patrick. Who else are they naming? Who's a favorite right now? I think there's someone that's standing out above everyone. I know Kirby Joseph got snubbed for the Pro Bowl, which
For
is
Pro Bowl,
surprising.
yeah. How does
Uh,
Buda Baker keep making it? I don't understand this, man. There's no way he's making it over Kirby Joseph.
Yeah, I know. It's unbelievable, but it is what it is. But Defensive Player of the Year, it's I would say it's possibly Patrick Surtain, but
Hmm.
I just Denver just has been so up and down that it's not like fresh in my mind to
Yeah,
say
yeah, yeah.
Patrick Surtain is the Defensive Player of the Year. Um, I don't know. So the Vikings defense have been
Yeah. I
outstanding.
think
So I feel like
yeah,
there's
no, they
someone out there that's played
that's
well,
more
but
blind. I
I don't
think
know.
that's just
Like
the blind
it was
Brian
TJ
Flores.
Watt's award not too long ago, but then the Steelers just dropped the ball, right?
Yeah, I think that TJ should have won it last year,
Mm,
but I think this year should be Miles Garrett.
mm,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like Miles Garrett, 4 consecutive seasons, 14 plus sacks, never been done in NFL history.
Hmm.
And he's talking that talk, man. He's campaigning, he's
Yeah.
selling himself, and he's not lying. You remember what he said Thursday Night Football in the snow against the Steelers? He's
Hmm.
like, yo,
Hmm.
nobody's getting more attention than me.
Yeah.
Even recently, he's like, go check the tape.
Hmm.
Enough said. And you
Yeah.
know how
Remember
many play, you
they're
know how
poking him
much
in the
pass
eye and stuff, and they're trying to do anything to get him out, yo.
you know how much pass rushers came through that this league, and they haven't had
Hmm.
14 plus sacks of 4 straight seasons. Reggie White,
Yeah.
Lawrence Sapp, Lawrence Taylor. Nah,
Yeah.
man, you got to give it to Myles Garrett. I know the team is sus, and
Yeah.
he's like one of the lone bright spots on the team. Him, Jerry Judy. Shout out to Jerry Judy, my
Jerry
Alabama
Judy,
guy. He
yeah.
deserved it, man. Pro
Yeah,
Bowl.
breakout season. Yeah.
Deserved it, man. But yeah, no, I think it has to go to Miles, man.
Yeah,
Has
I'm good with that.
has to go to Miles Garrett. All right, you know what we do to wrap up all of our episodes every time we drop, we get into our picks. You know what I'm saying? We got 3 picks here. Oh, Saturday. Saturday is basically AFC North Day. You got
Hmm.
two games, Ravens and Browns, and we're
Yeah.
gonna go with the Cincinnati Bengals at the Pittsburgh Steelers for our first pick.
Yeah.
Last time they faced 44-38 for the
Yeah.
Steelers.
High
Over
scoring
under
game.
here is 48.
Mm.
What's
Wow.
uh what's the guy thinking?
I don't interesting because the Bengals are red hot, but they can't
Mhm.
stop nobody. They can't stop a thing. And a Steelers team is like they've been letting up a lot of points.
Uh,
Like they got blowout on Christmas. Again, it's against a tough Chiefs team, but I think the Steelers get it right this game. I think the Bengals they have been on a good run. They've been
mhm.
like every game they've been giving it their all,
Yeah.
but getting playing the Steelers in a tough game where the Steelers want to get back on track with a slim chance to win the division still. I think the Steelers still trying to get this last win. I think the Steelers win
Yeah.
this and end the Bengals season.
Steelers haven't been looking good so far, man.
Yeah.
Steelers have not been looking good. They've not been on a good run. And obviously, a big deal or the main reason why they haven't been winning games is because their number one receiver, George Pickens, has been absent. You know what I'm saying? So they need
Hmm.
this game to get that momentum back. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
They've been on a three-game losing streak,
Exactly.
and that's
Can't
not
go
Mike.
that in the playoffs.
That's not a
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin kind
Hmm.
of thing to be going down, especially with the playoffs coming up. And we know the Steelers, yes, flawless, great team in the regular season, but they haven't had playoff success in a minute.
Yeah.
So this is a game they need. There's no way they're gonna go into the playoffs with a four-game losing streak and win their first playoff game. I can't see that happening.
Yeah.
If
No chance.
they want to
Yeah.
go on a run, it has to start against the Bengals.
Yeah.
Do you see the over under going what do you see the over under for 48 with this game?
I see over. If Burrow's in the game, it's going over. That's it. Burrow's throwing for 3 touchdowns. Jamar, T. Higgins, doesn't matter. Yo, Burrow's locked in like no other. Like,
Mhm.
unbelievable.
Yeah. Nah, it's yeah, it has to go over, right? Like this guy's
Yeah.
getting everybody involved. T. Higgins, he's Jamar Chase, Gesicki. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy over there, man. It's crazy over there. Okay, NFC North, Green Bay Packers host the Chicago Bears. Packers are 10-point favorites. Does Caleb Williams show any life in his season finale?
Yeah. What a season Caleb's had. He's talked all that smack.
I know.
He said the punter, you're not gonna be on the field a lot. He
That's
said
crazy.
he wants ownership. He wants stake
Hmm.
in the organization,
Yeah,
and he's having one of the worst rookie seasons
so
to
bad.
date. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of empty
Like
calories.
they could barely put up 20 points. And look at this offense. Look at the weapons they have around them. Like
Mhm.
we all got fooled at the beginning of the season.
I
Like,
thought
how
playoff
can he
team.
fail? How can he fail? How can he fail? Keenan Allen, they started the season 5-0. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So again, it was all a blindfold over our eyes, like
yeah.
all facade. But yeah, I think the Packers, um, they had a tough loss last week, and I think they get back on track and they blow out the Bears, and then they get ready to make a run in the playoffs. So,
Yeah, it's
I
just crazy. You start off the season 5-2, and
yeah,
then just the L's after L's after L's. It doesn't look good when you have that much weapons around you, you know? And the sulking over and over, man. Like he needs to work on that. Body
hmm,
language is never good.
yeah,
Yeah, he needs to work on that. Who knows, man? Who knows? Maybe he'll put a stop to the nail painting in the next season. Who knows? But this rookie season for him, like we all expected big things. Not even top two in the not even top two in the rookie voting he's gonna get. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So he needs to take more ownership of this team and he needs to just work on mechanics. Like
hmm,
the thing is, I
yeah,
see guys wide open and he's scrambling for no reason.
yeah, yeah.
Like just throw them dots.
He's still in his college bag. Like all like he's so chaotic. Like
Yeah.
relax, drop back, and be a professional quarterback. He's not playing like it.
That's all it is, man. And that's another team that's going to be looking for a head coach. You hear a lot of people saying Cliff Kingsbury might be the head
Hmm.
coach for them next season.
Yeah.
He has that chemistry with Caleb at USC.
Hmm.
And another name is obviously Ben Johnson. And Ben Johnson's going to go wherever he wants. It's just if he
Yeah.
wants to leave
Yeah.
Detroit.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, the game of the games. Last game of the regular season for all the
All the
marbles.
marbles, all of them, all the
Yup.
marbles. Yeah.
NFC number one seed is on the line. Home field advantage through the NFC is on the line. Vikings going to Ford Field to face the Lions. Lions are 3-point favorites. You talk about Brian Flores, one of the best
Hmm.
defensive minds, and then you talk about Ben Johnson, one of
Hmm.
the best offensive minds. This
Hmm.
game's about to be
Yeah,
crazy.
we're looking at a Vikings team that possibly has a coach of the year in McDonald,
Yeah,
and then you have
McConnell.
this yeah, McConnell, sorry,
Mm.
and you have a Lions team that's just putting up points like no other. Just
Yeah.
Just you have a guy like Monterey St. Brown that hasn't dropped the ball all season.
Zero.
Zero drops.
That's crazy.
That's like, and Gibbs now is the main running
Yeah.
back, getting
Yeah,
more
yeah, yeah, yeah.
touches. Looks like a different offense with them. So, oh my God! And you have a Vikings team that's just like that first game they had earlier this season. What was it, 41-39 or something like that? Something crazy, high scoring.
Yeah.
Man, this is going to be a great game to watch. It's going to be a playoff atmosphere. But really and truth, I'm going with the underdogs. I'm going with the Vikings to pull off the upset and get the
Yeah.
number one seed.
Really? So
I
you're
don't know what
saying,
it is. I don't know what it is, but I
yeah,
just think the Lions have too much injuries on defense
I agree.
that when they come up against the Viking teams that's clicking right now
Yeah.
with Jettas and Addison
Yeah.
and Aaron Jones, I just
Mhm.
think that they're going to make enough plays on both sides of the ball to
Yeah.
squeak out a win. And it's going to be a shock to the Lions because they thought they would have the number one seed throughout the playoffs. And that's what it looked like until this Vikings team just won every week in and out. Like, I think Vikings been looking forward to this game after that tough loss where they think they should have won the first game.
Mm.
I think they come out and win this game, and they split the season series, and the Vikings are the number one seed in the NFL.
Ooh. Yeah, yeah, no. At the end of the day, this guy on the Vikings you can't stop, right? Jettas. Can't stop Jettas. He's gonna get his numbers. And even when he doesn't get his numbers, that guy, Jordan Addison, is gonna get his numbers because Jettas is always gonna have people doubling him. That's just
Yeah,
how it's gonna be all the time. Um, I'm gonna go the opposite route here.
I like
You know
it.
what
I
I'm
like it.
saying? I'm gonna go the opposite route here. This is how I'm feeling. Jameer Gibbs as the number one back.
Yeah.
Montgomery's
He's
a great
elite.
player,
He's elite.
but
Yeah.
Gibbs full time. Remember, he's
Yeah.
getting more carries now. He's the fresher of the two. He's the
Mhm.
faster of the two. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I think this is a good problem to have. Jameer Gibbs is
Hmm.
a stud, man.
Yeah.
And you already mentioned Amon-Ra St.
Jameson.
Brown.
Jameson won me my fantasy
Oh,
championship.
wait, you're a champ out here?
Yeah, come
Yeah,
on. Shout
you're
out
out for a
Jamo,
reason.
yo. Jamo Williamson. My
J
guy.
JMO has been snapping lately.
Yeah.
JMO has
Balling.
been snapping lately, and you've seen how he was vouching for St. Brown in his interview
Mhm.
after their game, saying,
Yeah.
"Yo, nobody has better hands than my guy." I was like,
Yeah. So there's gonna be a
okay,
personal duo going on.
yes,
Addison and Jettas and
yeah,
Jameson and St. Brown. Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, definitely. So it's gonna be an air attack. At the end of the day, it's gonna be an air attack, but I think that Lions crowd is gonna help the Lions beat the Vikings. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I still think that it's gonna be a close game. And that is what scares me because I know close games, coaching matters, decision
Mhm.
making matters. And you
Yeah.
already know Dan Campbell's a wild boy.
Yeah.
That does scare me, but I just think that they're gonna take care of business. They're at home. They they have, to me, the better quarterback in Jared Goff, been there a bit more than Sam Darnold. I remember there was a Week 18 matchup when Aaron Rodgers was still with Green Bay,
Mhm.
and they needed that win, and Jared Goff and the Lions
Got it.
beat Aaron Rodgers. I
Mhm.
think that was his last game.
Yeah.
That's his last game as a Packer. And
Mhm.
shout out to Josh Allen again. I know I already said it. I think he's MVP, but hopefully he retired Aaron Rodgers because
Mm.
that game last week, 40-0. And then Aaron Rodgers got benched, and then Tyrod came in and threw two touchdowns, 40-14. Josh Allen, you get bonus points for retiring Aaron Rodgers. We don't need to see that guy. We don't need to see that guy. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
complainer of
Yeah.
complainers, the crybaby.
Yeah.
So back to the game though, man. I just think the Detroit Lions, they know what's at stake, and you get that number one seed, you get home field advantage. Guys get healthier. Guys get healthier, and you already heard what they said. If they make it to a Super Bowl, obviously it's a if. They
Mhm.
said Aiden Hutchinson may be back for
He'll
that
be
Super
back.
Bowl.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
I mean,
So,
the NFC run, it will be very interesting how things
mhm.
line up. There's gonna be some great football playing. There's teams that are playing their best football right now. So I can see anything happening, really and truly.
Yeah, no, no, the NFC is lit.
Mm.
Football is lit. I know we're here talking about the NFL, but let's talk some college ball before we sign off. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So right
Got a
now,
Final Four. Yeah.
Final Four.
Yeah.
Final Four, you got Texas
Yeah. Ohio
against
State.
Ohio State, and then you got Penn State against Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Who do you see winning each matchup, and then who do you have as the eventual winner?
Yeah, well, I'm surprised to see this Final Four, really and
Hmm.
truly, because we're
Hmm.
seeing a lot of the lower seeds that were the ones that end up pulling off upsets and winning games, right? Um, like I said, I like Texas. Remember previously on an episode, I said I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Texas to
you
win the
did.
whole thing.
Hmm.
Um, but man, I don't know those Ohio State Buckeyes,
I have
Jeremiah
them.
Smith.
I have them.
So that game's gonna be tough. I don't know. Texas is good, but like, I don't know. But like the Ohio State quarterback scares me. So I don't know if he has one of those games where he's just
Oh,
shaky.
like everyone says, yo, Texas is gonna play their best game. Texas is gonna play their best game. They're not doing it.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm
They
saying?
barely got through Arizona. Barely.
Barely.
You know what I mean? So I think Ohio State wins the game. So I like Ohio State. Now on the other side of the ball, Penn State versus Notre Dame. That's a weird matchup. I don't in a million years, I wouldn't think there'd be two teams in the Final Four, but this new format has
Hmm.
made it possible. Because
Yeah,
if it was selected, there'd be no way we get Notre Dame and Penn State. This
ever.
is the committee would never select that.
Never.
So, can I see a Big Ten championship? I can't see it.
Mhm.
So, man, I guess I gotta take Notre Dame. Notre Dame,
Yeah, me
Ohio
too.
State, and then Ohio State's my champion.
Yeah, I got Ohio State as the eventual champion. Jeremiah Smith, he could go to NFL right now.
Yeah, like just come to the Saints, man. What? But that's the thing.
He could come,
He'll get
he
snapped
could
quick.
come, he could
He'll be
come
a
through
top three
to
pick
the
easily.
Pats.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But nah, he's a beast. Like, and it sucks for Oregon, right? Because you face Ohio
yeah,
State, your number one seed. You already
yeah.
beat
Like,
them earlier in the season,
yeah,
and then you just get slapped. It's like, come on, like they should be facing like Boise State or they should be facing Arizona State. Ohio
yeah. Like
State,
I don't know. Yeah,
that's
I don't
crazy.
know. The committee kind of messed it up, to be honest. I
Yeah. And
even the games, the round of 16 games, like there were just mismatches all over the place. Like there could have been better teams in there. You know what I mean? Like Alabama lost to Michigan. Like I
Mhm.
feel like Alabama just didn't care about the game, so just
Yeah.
like whatever. You know what I mean? Like if they're in meaningful games, you put the big schools in meaningful games, and like we'll get different results. You know what I mean?
No, that's
So
facts.
yeah,
Yeah, I like Notre Dame, Ohio State also,
yeah,
the final. I think Marcus Freeman is he's a great coach, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Great motivator.
yeah,
So I think we'll see Notre Dame in this position again, you know?
yeah.
And Ohio State, I just feel like is just the most well-rounded team, and they're due for a natty. Like it's
I
been
know,
time.
right?
It's been
And
since
that's
Zeke.
that's another thing. Like
Since
they
Zeke.
have been so far away from winning that. It's been such a long time. So like if they would to get upset by Texas, I wouldn't be surprised
Mm,
either. Um, but I just think they deserve to get to the finals and win. But I don't know.
yeah.
Anything can happen with this four. I'm telling you, anything can happen. I wouldn't be
Yeah, that's
surprised if
facts.
Penn State wins.
Fact. Nah, what Quinn Ewers threw a crazy touchdown pass, 4th and 13.
Yeah,
They needed that, and he got the job done, man.
yeah,
So Texas deserves to be in this spot. You know, at the
yeah,
end of the day, you just have to win.
yeah, exactly.
You just have to win. Um, do you think Patrick Mahomes, Pro Bowl snub, does that motivate him to three-peat? How much do you think that's on his mind?
100%. You know,
Mm.
the narrative is going to be there. I'm not there because
Mm.
I'm not going to be there.
Mm.
Yes, period.
Jeez.
I'm not there because I'm not going to
Patty.
be there.
Yeah,
Period.
That's Patty talk, bro.
So the NFL knows what they're doing.
The
Patty knows
mindset.
what's going on.
Yeah.
No, no point in putting me on the list. Put someone else there. I'm not going to be there. Simple as
Yo,
that.
it's a mindset. It's a mindset, and at the end of the day, it's Jayo Stole Sports.
Yes, sir.
You know,
2025, we back.
real bad man. Yes, Jay
You
Lynch, you already
done know.
know.
Yes,
But yeah,
sir.
man. Y'all
We back
like,
for the playoffs. You dig?
uh-huh. Oh, for sure, for sure. Y'all subscribe. Y'all tell a friend. Y'all comment. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Football.
Live. Buckham shot. We out.
Sheesh.